What's going on, YouTube world and YouTube tribe? Your tribal chief is bringing you the review for Monday Night Raw. So to start it off, we have a Brock Lesnar promo. Now we all know after Brock Lesnar won the championship at Elimination Chamber, he pretty much was going to be starting off the Raw, and he basically came out, did did a little face stuff, pandering with the crowd or whatnot, and before he could get started talking, Paul Heyman comes out, and Paul Heyman basically informs Brock that even though he's so focused and so hyped for what they're advertising at WrestleMania as champion versus champion, he informed Brock that there's a roadblock in his path, and that roadblock is that in 2 weeks at Madison Square Garden, which is on March 5th, Paul Heyman said, he would have to defend his title against Bobby Lashley. That's if Bobby Lashley could clear concussion protocols. Now, in real life, he don't really have a concussion. He has an injury that he needed surgery for that he obtained back at the Royal Rumble. So basically, according to reports, he's not going to be able to make it to that, and it's probably most likely Brock Lesnar would have to defend his title at Madison Square Garden against someone else. And that's why in the promo, Paul Heyman said that, but if Bobby Lashley don't make it, he will be defending somebody worthy of that match at Madison Square Garden. Now, Brock Lesnar, of course, responded saying that he knows, and I think he called Paul Heyman like a dick, but he told him he basically already knew that, and that he's going to be on Friday Night SmackDown. Then we got the first match of the night, which was the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy, which was also always a good match. Chad Gable and Montez Ford always work together pretty well, but they always have some magic in the ring. But the Alpha Academy will pull out the victory here. The second match, which is another tag team match, will be Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziegler. Now, this whole feud is built around the fact that Tommaso Ciampa, who is an NXT superstar, has been beefing along with Braun Breaker with Dolph Ziegler, and that's why they're here today on this. And that this match was a good match. It was a good. I would say this was a good outing for Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm glad they gave Finn. I'm glad we get to see Finn Balor again, and that both Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa got the win here. But this will be the last we see of Finn Balor. We got the Miz TV promo where the Miz basically was talking up his new tag team partner, and I love how he said dashing, and he like as a little taunt to the crowd to try to throw him off, because as we all know, that was one of Cody Rhodes' many names in WWE, Dashing Cody Rhodes, and he said that like to just to try to get that out of people. But it ended up being Logan Paul, who was pretty much rumored to be Logan Paul. And yes, I know Logan Paul is from my own home state of Cleveland, Ohio, but I didn't want to see Logan Paul. We already got the Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn pretty much happened at WrestleMania, but Logan Paul and the Miz will face the Rey Mysterios at WrestleMania. The third match will be Rhea Ripley versus Nikki. Nikki for like the third, fourth time. And as usual, Rhea got the win here. No need to spend time on that. The next match, which was an okay match, and this saying a lot for Shelton Benjamin, who haven't really been utilized. But this was an okay match between Damian Priest and Shelton Benjamin, which I didn't know was for the United States Championship, but it was, and Damian Priest would get the victory here, and then he would challenge He said he said how he beaten everybody, but he said he wants his next opponents to be world championship caliber, and this one will bring out Finn Balor, who basically accepts Damian Priest's open challenge for next week. We'll get a promo with Reggie, who basically wanted to apologize to Dana Brooke, and he wanted to allow Dana Brooke to basically pin him to regain the 24/7 championship, and they would have a couple of fake outs, and then she would end up kissing him and pinning his shoulders to the mat, and then allowing her to become the new 24/7 champion once again. We'll get a Bianca Belaire promo, basically talking about her victory and how she basically worked herself back to being in the main event once again at WrestleMania. This will bring out Becky Lynch, who will come out to taunt her about her 24 second loss at SummerSlam, and basically said that she was going to beat her again, and that she was the victim. She did say something interesting. She said that she was the victim because when she left, she was this adoring person that everybody loved, and she even got that same reception when she came back. But because she beat Bianca, everybody turned on her and made her the villain. So that's why she said she's the victim. But Bianca threatened to beat her up to really make her the victim. But this will bring out Doudrop for the next match, which is Bianca Belair versus Doudrop, and that was an okay match. I would say it was a good match, but it was the fact that we already seen this match before. But it was still impressive to see Bianca pull out a powerbomb and a kiss of death on Doudrop to get the victory here. Edge would come out to basically challenge, to say that he wants to be at WrestleMania, and he basically laid out his own gauntlet to who want to challenge him at WrestleMania. This will bring us to our main event, which is RK Bro versus Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, or Seth freaking Rollins. And this had a little stipulation throughout the night they was promoting, is that if Seth Rollins and KO wins, they will be added to the tag team championship match in 2 weeks. And this match was a good match. It was a good solid match between between RK Bro and Seth and Kevin Owens. I always kind of figured they was going to go this route with them, but that's what we got. And Seth Rollins and KO will pull out the victory here in a nice fashion to be added to the tag team championship match, which is now a triple threat. Overall, this episode of Monday Night Raw wasn't bad. It wasn't. It gets a 7 out of 10 big ups because it was very entertaining, and it did move the needle a bit towards WrestleMania. But that's my thoughts on it. But what are your thoughts on this episode of Monday Night Raw? And if you enjoyed this episode of Monday Night Raw, let me know in the comments down below, or hit this button right there in the upper right corner if you want to see more of my wrestling reviews. And if you enjoyed this video so much and want to support the channel, then hit that like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification button so I know that you want to see more content like this, and hit any one of these videos for more of my amazing content. Don't go anywhere. Got more gameplay coming for you. Peace.